He took an oath to serve and protect our community.
He knew he wanted to be an officer, and he couldn't wait to get started.
Now the community makes its own promise to always remember.
He was a 10-year officer, and you could see the fire in his eyes as if he had just hired on.
Honoring Detective Chad Parque. The North Las Vegas City Hall lights up blue tonight for North Las Vegas Detective Chad Parque. He died after being hit by a wrong-way driver. Good evening. I'm John Huck.
I'm Christine Medella. Law enforcement and the community came together to say goodbye today as Chad Parque was laid to rest.
His casket draped in an American flag as his brothers and sisters in blue stood at attention watching him pass by.
Fox 5's Miguel Martinez-Valle followed the honor guard today, but first Eric Hilt takes us through today's services.
Hundreds of people packed into Central Christian Church this afternoon to remember Detective Chad Parque. That includes police officers from all over the valley and all over the region who traveled to this Henderson church to remember their fallen brother. The rumble of motorcycles cut through the air outside of Central Christian Church as friends, family members, and fellow police officers lined the entrance, all paying tribute to Detective Chad Parque. Inside the church, a celebration of life, one honoring the 10-year veteran of the North Las Vegas police force whose career was cut short.
You could see the fire in his eyes as if he had just hired on, and that's rare. And that's something that I'm going to miss about Chad very much.
His work ethic was unbelievable. He would give you the shirt off of his back, he would go out and find another, and he'd be on another call.
The nearly 2-hour service was filled with stories, memories, and even some laughs.
Chad always got the best of me with the your mama jokes.
When that celebration ended, the procession moved from the church to the Palms mortuary and to a more intimate service at Parque's final resting place. The emotional day coming to an end with a 21-gun salute and one final call.
All units clear to copy and their watch notification.
As you can see, Chad Parque, P number 1741, was a foot soldier in the fight for victims who was prepared for any eventuality.
P1741 Central.
And on January 7th, the officer who was always on the job ended his watch.
Detective Chad Parque, badge number 1741, is now 10-7-1042.
Eric Hilt, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
In the past 10 years, Detective Parque is the 9th officer to die in the line of duty in southern Nevada.
He is the first officer from North Las Vegas to die while on patrol in more than 20 years. Fox 5's crew was the only one invited to spend the day honoring Parque with the Metro Police Honor Guard. Miguel Martinez-Valle followed the Metro Honor Guard as they paid tribute to their brother in blue. He joins us now with their story. Miguel?
John, the Honor Guard spent 10 hours yesterday preparing for today's ceremony. They said they wanted to make sure that the hero, Chad Parque, their brother in blue, got the send-off he deserves.
Honor Guard, uniformed officers, attention!
We always put the memory of our fallen officers inside our hat so we never be forgotten.
A hero remembered never dies. Today, North Las Vegas Police Detective Chad Parque joins that place in our memory reserved for the heroes gone too soon.
Back in Solo, always with us. We had a stint from 2009 to 2014. We lost like 7 officers in over a 5-year span. We've been doing this so often, so long. It is different for us, or for me as an Honor Guard member, to actually be here for another agency.
This is the badge that binds across city limits, beyond state lines.
It is amazing and humbling to see how many agencies come out here for their fallen brother and sister, not only from this state, but from different states and sometimes even out of the country.
Every step, every beat, every mile from Central Christian Church to the Palms Mortuary, the Honor Guard wasn't alone. The department wasn't alone.
When you do see the community come out like they do, and they stand on the overpasses and they wave and give their fair thoughts to the falling officer, it's always humbling for me.
This is Detective Parque's hometown. It's where he lived, served, and died. Today, neighbors he never met thanked him for his service and his sacrifice.
Seeing that the very first time brought me to tears, and I tell you, every single time I see and have to go through this, I get the same feeling.
To these officers, it's an honor to guard their fallen brother and guide him to his final resting place. A hero remembered never dies. North Las Vegas Police Department has made it very clear that Chad Parque's family, his wife and his daughter, have a family in law enforcement. Reporting live, Miguel Martinez-Valle, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Miguel, thank you. You can still help out the family of Chad Parque by going to any Wells Fargo or Nevada State Bank and donating to the Chad Parque Fund through the Injured Police Officers Fund.
A mother and her 17-year-old son are behind bars tonight after the shooting death of rising athlete Richard Nelson. Fox 5's Abby Tedros joins us live at Chaparral High School, where Nelson graduated. She just spoke to Nelson's grandmother, Abby.
That's right. We were the first ones to tell her about the arrest tonight, and she says while it won't bring back Richard, she is feeling some closure. 2 days later, and it's hard to accept that Richard Nelson is gone.
I still can't come to grips about why him.
As the family waits for answers, police arrested 2 people in connection with Nelson's death.
I know nothing about these people, nothing about who they're after, the people. I'm glad they caught some of them, but from what I understand, there were more individuals involved.
Police arrested a 17-year-old for murder with a deadly weapon. His mom, 37-year-old Tiana Thomas, was arrested as an accessory.
She brought her 3 sons over to commit the murder that they did.
Nelson's friend didn't want to go on camera, but told me Thompson drove her son and a few others to fight Nelson's sister.
Richard doesn't like that stuff, so he went, from what I heard, he went to go pull them off of her, and that's when he got shot 2 times in his chest, and then as he was going to run, he got shot 4 times in his back.
The family tells me they want to see more people held accountable. Until then, Nelson's loved ones will remember his legacy.
He was full of joy. He was happy. And if you knew Richard, he was a warm person. He cared about other person. He was a considerate person.
And I called police to find out if this case is still open, if they're looking for additional suspects, but they weren't immediately available. Reporting live, Abby Tedros, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Abby, thank you.
In his final State of the State address tonight, Governor Brian Sandoval touched on several topics, including education. And he renewed a program long thought dead, the Education Savings Accounts.
My commitment is to always put Nevada's children first. Right, tonight I'm announcing my plan to continue to invest in a weighted student funding formula that works for every child.
Governor Sandoval also talked about fighting any attempt by the Trump administration to reopen Yucca Mountain to nuclear waste. He also mentioned that Tesla would expand manufacturing operations in Nevada. Governor Sandoval's only tax proposal is a 10% excise tax on recreational marijuana that would go toward expanding the state budget by roughly the same amount.
Democrats responded to Governor Sandoval's address, giving him their support to keep moving Nevada forward. However, they vowed to oppose any attempt to revive the educational savings account for private schools.
We know we have more challenges within our public school system to ensure we give our kids the resources and opportunities they deserve, regardless of the neighborhood they grew up in or the size of their parents' paycheck. Key among those challenges.
Majority Leader Senator Aaron Ford also said expanding Nevada's middle class will be a priority in the coming years.
If you like rain, have you come to the right place?
Yes, which is it feels like we haven't had a lot of rain in the past couple months, but January is getting a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chad Parque.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of rain ahead of us Thursday, Friday, then again the early portion of next week. So take advantage of this. The blue skies today. We'll see more of this the first half of tomorrow before those clouds roll in advance of that really great chance of showers we have through the day, actually, on your Thursday. Clear skies out there, 43 degrees. Will start in the mid-upper 30s for us tomorrow. Even a couple of neighborhoods will show you starting at 32 degrees, right at freezing. Not much wind out there, dry air. And also the clear skies helping us drop down all the way to the mid-upper 30s. So 3 storms over the next 7 days. Valley rain, maybe a few flakes in the valley, mountain snow, and breezy conditions at times, all ahead for us, mainly Thursday, Friday, and again on Monday and even into early Tuesday. So we'll salvage a good portion of your weekend. So late Wednesday clouds tomorrow, multiple rain chances ahead, and highs generally once we get to Thursday and beyond around 50 and lows around 40. Average high this time of the year, 58, 59 degrees. So well below where we should be for this time of the year, at least in the afternoons. Many more details, including that snow level as it gets closer to the valley. That's coming up. Let's send it back over to the anchor desk.
All right, Chad, thank you.
Up next, the Runnin' Rebels were back at home.
And they face San Diego State.
Well, they say defense wins championships. Defense certainly won this game here at the Thomas and Mack tonight. Who played the better defense to get the W? I'm Kevin Bollinger at the T&M. Highlights and post-game reaction straight ahead.
Plus, a local man is a big Green Bay Packers fan, and he's winning big money because of the team. We'll show you how a $300 bet turned into $30,000.